Namaste. Welcome to Awaken Living with Nambodi and your weekly wellness tune-up. This week we are exploring embracing the present moment, where we slow down, we recalibrate, and we reconnect with our essence and the essence of living an awakened life. So today's focus is really simple. It's being present with what is. So take a deep, long, slow inhalation and exhale fully. And do this one more time. Take another long, slow, deep breath in. And as you exhale, arrive in this moment, in your body, present, right here, in this breath. This is where life happens. Doesn't happen in the next breath. Doesn't happen in yesterday's story. It's happening right now in this sacred moment. Take another deep breath in and exhale fully. And soften. Allow the body to relax, the jaw, the shoulders, the heart, the torso, the legs. Allow your body to relax into this moment. So often we find ourselves living in the memory, the echoes, the loop cycle of the past, or in our projections of what the future will hold, what the future is supposed to look like. Ayurveda teaches us that our imbalances actually arise from the loss of connection to the rhythm of nature, to the loss of connection with our own inner self and our own inner timing. A lotus blossoms in its own timing. The sun rises in its own timing. The planets, all of nature, all of creation has its perfect timing. And we're constantly out of time. We're in the past or in the future, which is never actually occurring. Out of time. Truly, we're out of time when we're in the present moment, because the present moment is not in time or space. It's everywhere all at once. In the Vedic philosophy and Vedic psychology, it reminds us that the mind is always pulling us outward to other things to distract ourselves from being with ourselves. But the soul's natural inherent call is inward into the moment. When we're present, and only when we're present, do we touch joy, do we touch bliss. And it's in that present moment, in this present moment, that we can open the doorway to our own healing. Because it's here that we regulate. It's here that we allow our nervous system to relax, to soften. And we allow the breath to guide us, to deepen us. And through that physical softening and through the depth of our breath and the presence of our breath, the mind becomes still. And in this present moment, there are no problems. They disappear. There's only perception. There's only awareness. And in this present moment, we're not trying to fix anything, because actually we're not broken. But what we're doing is allowing what is to simply be. I'm very excited to share with you Real Mushrooms, the sponsor of the Awaken Living podcast. I use their mushrooms every single day because they've genuinely changed my life. I trust them because they have 50 years of expertise and use 100% organic mushrooms, 0 grains, 0 fillers, which are found in most common mushroom products on the market. They use just real, organic, clinically tested mushrooms. Every morning, I use lion's mane to sharpen my thinking. I use cordyceps to give me the clean energy I need for the day. I use chaga to strengthen my immune system. And when stress hits, and it does, I use reishi to bring me back to center. With their products, you actually feel the difference. For the month of December, Real Mushrooms has offered all Awaken Living with Nambodi podcast listeners 25% off their entire first order. So if you type in Awaken25 at checkout, you get 25% off your whole first order. You can find their link in the show notes or visit nambodi.com/mushrooms to get yours today. From the Ayurvedic perspective, Vata dosha, remember, it governs the air and space element. When it's out of balance, it scatters the mind and pulls us into anxiety and overthinking. The Pitta dosha, that fire, drives us into over control or working so hard we're pushing for some future result. And with Kapha, the earth and water element, sometimes it can anchor us so heavily in the body that we're just trapped in these old, outdated mental constructs and emotional pattern. But being present through the breath, in and through the body, it balances all three. And that leads to a sattvic way of being. That leads to our clarity and our purity and our stillness, which is our natural state of being anyway. When we anchor into this presence, we regulate Vata, we soften that Pitta intensity, and we awaken Kapha from stagnation. So let's drop in together for another moment of presence. If you're driving or walking, do this with your eyes open, with open awareness. And if you're seated, you can gently close your eyes if you feel safe to do so. Bring your attention to your breath and simply notice the inhalation. Bring your attention to your breath and notice the exhalation. There's no need to change anything. Just watch the breath go in and watch the breath go out. And bring your awareness to the body and simply feel the sensation without judgment, without thinking it needs to be other than exactly how it is. Just feel the sensations in your body. Feel your feet on the earth or on the car floor or on the office floor or on the carpet, wherever you are. Feel your feet being grounded. Feel the earth below whatever you're standing on or sitting on. Feel the air on your skin. If you can, feel the rhythm of your own heartbeat. And listen to the silence between the breath, between whatever sounds are happening around you. Listen into the silence. Can you feel what's always here beneath the noise? Can you tap into that still, expansive state beneath the external happenings? That still presence, that still space, that's who you really are. That is consciousness. That's what Ayurveda calls swasthya, health, wellness, to be established in the self, to be established in consciousness. Remember, the modern world is always trying to rush us. It's always trying to get us to achieve more, to be more. And that it tells us our value is based on how much we achieve and how well we achieve it. Has nothing to do with that. Presence doesn't live in speed or in success or failure. Presence lives in slowness, in spaciousness, and being established in the self, in soulfulness. It doesn't require going off to some silent retreat to be present. You can have presence in sipping your morning tea or looking into the eyes of your child or your grandparents, in the still space in the bathtub before bed, and in the pause between the thoughts. In breathing and pranayama, it's the gap between the inhalation and exhalation where we truly arrive at self. And this isn't about escaping life. It's about entering it fully, completely. So the weekly wellness tune-up for the week, the call to action for the week, choose one daily activity. Start with one activity, whether it's brushing your teeth, scraping your tongue, eating a meal, walking to the mailbox. It doesn't matter what the activity is, but choose one activity and do it with full presence And in that presence, feel what it's like to brush your teeth. Feel what it's like to chew. Feel what it's like to have the water around you in the bathtub, hopefully with some nice essential oils in it. Just feel. And notice, be aware of what the feelings are. Be aware of whatever is happening. Breathe into it. Feel it, notice it, breathe it into yourself. And in that, we become being, we simply be as we are. That's what Ramdas said, be here now. Presence isn't just a practice, it's returning to the self. It's returning to home. It's returning to Om. And each time we allow ourselves to arrive in the now, in this present moment, we remember who we truly are, this conscious, spacious, luminous, whole being. So the activity for the week, choose one activity and be completely present with it. Very simple. Breathe into it, breathe out of it, and just notice. That's all. Very simple. Thank you for tuning in to this week's Weekly Wellness Tune-Up. If it brought you some peace, some awareness, some presence, share it with someone you love, someone who you think could benefit from this. And if you have other practices that bring you into awareness, leave comments, share what you do, share your experience with being present, what brings you into the present moment, what happens when you're not in the present moment. And you're not behind in your life. You're exactly where you're meant to be, right here, right now. Perfect as it is. Until next week, stay connected to the breath. Stay grounded in the human body. It's in and through the body that everything happens. And fill our hearts with love as much as possible and express that in everything we do. Thank you and namaste.